Welcome to the awesome. I'm Big Roy, and this is Marvel Strike Force. So I finally got around to unlocking Nick Fury. This is the first 5 tiers to unlock him. I did get 3 red stars on my Kree Reaper, so I leveled and geared my guys differently than if you were just going for the minimum and you didn't have any red stars, which you'll see at the end when I show all the characters off with their level and gear. If you do get a decent amount of red stars on one of the characters, then you can just put a lot of the gear into that character and you don't have to gear up all of them because 1 or 2 can carry it pretty hard. Everything's a breeze up until tier 5, so I'll be back then to give the strategy and how I attacked it. See you then. Alright, tier 5. There's just a few things you have to worry about. I did just level and gear my Kree Oracle to the bare minimum so he would survive that first attack and then would get executed by Deadpool. Because I did it when I only had him at tier 2, and then he'd die in the first thing and it messed it all up. So I did take him up to tier 5 gear, so you don't need much on him at all, which is nice. So you really only have to gear 4. Another thing, I tried to put the weakest ones in the back that I knew they were going to die first, the Oracle, and then the Kree Royal Guard, which I didn't put much into either. Because that way, there's a lot of Deadpools later on, and then the chains will stop if you have them all spread out that way. I had them positioned differently before, and then they kept getting chained with Deadpool's ult, so that's why you want to break them up, as you'll see later on. Another big thing, you want to try to have Ultimus get the kill shot, because then he gives turn meter to all the other Kree, which you definitely need because they're all really slow. And the only other big thing is you want to take out the cables first, not the Deadpool, because they hit really hard and they do the turn meter removal also. So the cables are going to be your first target when they come down. And I actually recorded a successful run of this, but the game froze right as I completed it and it didn't count it. So I got to do it all over again, but it wasn't really that hard to get it done. On this run, I actually lose my Noble pretty quickly, which I didn't in the other run. Alright, so we want to take out the cables first. There are many of them. Now you see the Reaper hits hard. She's the one that got my 3 red stars, so I put the most... Actually, I didn't put the most gear into her, it's just she's the highest power because of those red stars. Alright, so we taunted with him, and now he's dead. And then we lost the Noble, but we're still going to be okay. I left that one cable alive so I could get the kill shot with Ultimus, but then I decided to go ahead and kill him anyways. Now it doesn't look too good here, but you're going to see just how hard the Kree Reaper can tank with those 3 red stars. So I mean, there's plenty of things, plenty of reasons why red stars are bad, but in this case it makes it easier. I put the second most gear, of course, into the Cyborg. He hits pretty hard, just not as survivable. Alright, so we got the Deadpools left. Now all we have is the Reaper and Ultimus. I was a little concerned here because she is still pretty slow, but she hits hard and she doesn't take much damage. So you saw she took like 40. So these guys don't really hit that hard. So that's the nice part. And that's also why you want to take out the cables first. They hit much harder. So since I have her positioned away, he's not going to be chaining and bouncing between characters. So that makes it easier. Yeah, like they can't even scratch her. And then I don't know why they have the last one just be so weak. We gotta slow it down. There we go. Alright, tier 5 done. Nick Fury unlocked. And I'm not really going to be bringing the Fury team up for a while because I don't have the resources. I think I've taken them up to around 5k, and they're an easy sure win in Blitz that I can just put on auto at pretty much any level, so that's cool. Eventually I'm going to bring them up, but they need a lot of work put into them. But there he is. And I also got 3 Red Stars rims, so that also pushed me to make sure I unlocked it this time. But yeah, it's going to be a while before I take all of them up. I even debated not unlocking them, but like, just let me make the Blitz team with them. And then it can be an easy climb, and then a few extra points at the highest tier. Alright, let's take a quick look at the level and gear for my Kree minions. The highest was Kree Reaper at level 58 with 3 red stars, 5 gold stars. I had her 663 because it's where you get a lot more bang for your buck if they have red stars. Cyborg tier 9, 58, 662. I put the more into him because he's tech, so he's easier to gear up. Kree Noble only tier 6, 442, level 58. Kree Royal Guard tier 6, 342, level 58. And Kree Oracle tier 5, level 50, 111. So he did a whole lot of nothing, but he served his purpose. Alright, that is going to do it. Thank you for watching me unlocking Nick Fury, finally getting around to it. Make sure you check out the Strike Force Masters of Launch podcast I do every week with my buddy Chewburger. We're actually taking a few weeks off because of the holidays, but we'll be back in January. So if you missed a few episodes, you can go back check those out. Or if you never listened, we have like 20 plus episodes you can listen to. All kinds of awesome stuff on there, so make sure you check that out. The link is in the description. And until next time, stay tuned and stay awesome.